Hey everybody, I hope you guys are all doing well. It is Scott here from GearRules.com, and today we're doing another video for my Gear Rules Triathlon series. Now, for those of you who don't know, the series is really going to be focused on the types of gear used for training and participating in a triathlon or an Ironman. But before I get into those awesome videos of me reviewing the gear that I like to use and that I might use in the future, I want to make sure you guys are set up for success. So for that purpose, I want to talk to you guys about the training plan that I currently use and am using for training for a half Ironman and a full Ironman later this year. So I'm going to be doing some just general likes, basically things that are good about the program, and then I'm going to dive into the actual specifics of the program on my computer and show you guys the different days of the week and different things that I noticed. So I hope you guys like this video, and if you do, please like and subscribe to my channel for more content upcoming. And if you have any questions, which you probably will because this is a training program, please post them down below and I'll try to get back to you guys as soon as possible. So before I get into the details of the program, I'd like to thank Craig Petrus, I believe his name is. He's a member of the Gainesville Triathlon Club, and he actually created this training plan for people who work 40 hours a week. It gives that good balance between training and actually working. So that's the reason I picked it up, because I am busy with my job, but I also want to make sure that I'm getting an appropriate level of training in. This is a 20 and 40 week training program, 20 weeks for the half Ironman, 40 weeks for the full Ironman. So that's one thing I wanted to emphasize is, you know, it might be hard to get exactly 20 weeks before the half and exactly 20 weeks before the full. And you might not even want to do that because you might get burnt out. So one thing I want to emphasize is it's okay to make some adjustments. As we go through this, you'll notice that a lot of the stuff is repetitive, so it's easy to tweak this program. A couple other food for thoughts before I dive into the details is, one thing I really recommend is make sure you put this thing somewhere where you'll see it every single day. I like to slap mine right on the refrigerator with some magnets, and that way every day I can make sure I know what the workout is for the next day and make sure I plan ahead. Another thing I recommend is make sure you mark it up. It is a 20-week program, so you have to back calculate the different weeks that you'll start. So it's good to write those dates down just so you don't get confused. Another thing I like to do is every time I finish a day and I've done that workout, I like to cross it out. It helps build the confidence for when you're training. So let's go ahead and dive into the details of the plan now on my computer. Let's go get into it. And this is the PDF version of the plan, and I'll be sure to post a link of this down below. If you're not a fan of clicking on links, I totally understand. So what I will show you is you just type in Ironman Training PDF, and then for me it's the top link because I've clicked it so many times, but it's this G3 Wild Apricot, and if you're having trouble finding it, you can also type out this entire title and you should be able to find it pretty easily. So you just go ahead and click on the PDF and it opens it right up, and you can print it or download it at your convenience. So obviously this is super helpful, having all the details of the different types of workout that are involved in the plan. One thing that I really love about this plan, it is repetitive, so it makes it really easy to make some adjustments once you get used to the flow of the plan. If something comes up, you can switch some days around, and it's really not a big deal. So on Mondays, it's typically a rest day or a strength training day if you have the energy. Tuesdays and Thursdays, you're going to be combining the swim and the bike. And it's not super crucial that you do these back to back, but it does help. Wednesdays and Fridays, you're doing some sort of run workout. And then Saturdays and Sundays, typically when people are working, Saturdays and Sundays, they have more time. So Saturdays, you're doing that endurance bike, and then Sunday, you're doing the endurance run and swim. Now, as you work through the plan, you'll notice that there's built-in recovery weeks, so you kind of ramp your your workouts up to a certain point, and then you give your body some time to stabilize. You ramp down a little bit for some period of time before you continue to ramp up. Now you'll notice as we continue to go into the plan here, they start adding in some tempo bikes, which is a little bit different than an interval bike, tempo runs as well. And then finally, they'll add the endurance bike and transition run. Now, once some of these workouts kind of get longer, it's hard to do them back to back. Like I might do the endurance swim in the morning and then the endurance run later on in the day when I have time. But this endurance bike and transition run, they really want to make sure that you're riding those 50 miles, you're getting off the bike and running 10 minutes, just so your body is used to that transition. So as we scroll through here, this is a 20-week program till you get to the half triathlon or half Ironman. And then the writer put in red here that it is a 20-week plan, and he just doubled it to make it a 40-week training program. From what I've seen, 40 weeks is a long time to train for an Ironman. For me personally, I know I won't have 20 weeks between my half Ironman and full Ironman, and that's okay. The beauty of this plan is I can tailor what is expected of me at different distances, and I can cut out some of the weeks and adjust some of the numbers. So this is the plan. Like I said, I wasn't the one that actually created this plan. It was a Gainesville Triathlon club member, so shouts out to him. I really like this plan, and I hope you guys do too. So if you have any questions, I'll try to answer it to the best of my ability down below. It's been successful for me in the past, and hopefully it is for you guys as well. So thanks for listening, and take care.